Good evening. It's Thursday, June 24th, 2010. This is my tropical update today. Um, Today we've been watching Invest 93L, slowly moving into the Western Caribbean. We've seen a nice low level area of circulation in here. Pretty void of thunderstorm activity today, but late this afternoon and this evening, we're starting to see some thunderstorms start to consolidate around this broad area of circulation here, mainly on the east side, but we're really starting to see some blow up finally as this system, I think, is starting to get its act together. Probably going to see a nice little blow up of convection late tonight into tomorrow morning, and possibly could have our first tropical depression tomorrow. Definitely see that happening. Little bit of a low level swirl here near Jamaica. So this whole area is kind of going to get all incorporated into this broader area and kind of spin down and get it going here. So that's something we're going to watch for tonight. We see some higher wind shear up in this region here. 20 to 30 knot wind shear blowing from west to east. You can kind of see it blowing off the thunderstorm tops here. Quick look at the AVN loop. Just wanted to show you the color enhancement of those colder cloud tops and the thunderstorms getting themselves near the center of circulation as the wind shear is low with this big upper high parked right over in this area. Showing you the wider view now of the Caribbean. Our invest right in this area right here, getting itself together. Some low-level convergent winds right here as southwest winds meet southeast winds. Don't look here. This isn't where we're looking for development. It's back here with the invest. We see our other tropical wave that we've been tracking kind of getting incorporated into this big upper level low out here. This will not be developing. No development in here with this. Take a quick look at the vorticity that we've been tracking this week and reasons why this system really didn't get itself together till today. We really were watching two tropical waves. One was our invest that was kind of west of the one out in front, and then we saw another one come through that was back east of 93L. You see two separate areas of vorticity, and then bang, today they get themselves together right near Jamaica. And that's why it's taken its time really to get itself together. I mean, really two reasons why. That was one of the reasons why we really didn't get a good consolidation of thunderstorms. Another reason why Eastern and Central Caribbean, really not areas for tropical cyclogenesis. It's kind of really a dead zone. Mainly because Central America, we get a lot of drier air, drier southwest winds kind of work their way up from Central America a lot of times and really preclude any development in this area. Really have to get them past 75, 80 west for them to develop. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't think we'd see development until today or tomorrow. Basically later in the week till we got it into a better area for this development. Looking at some of the track guidance this afternoon, 18Z. This is the early cycle track guidance. Can see basically showing a movement across the Yucatan and then into the Gulf as we get that northward pull with our trough of low pressure that'll be coming over the East Coast early next week. So this is some of the early track guidance showing you where this system may actually go. Going to run through the models real quick here. This is the 12Z Canadian. You see the system getting itself together, moves over the Yucatan, and that northward poleward move as this trough. This is probably one of the strongest out of all the guidance. It looks like the Canadian model is one of the strongest, bringing the system basically to a hurricane as it gets into the northern Gulf Coast here, and that's one of the solutions. Here we have the no gaps model from the Navy. Again, much weaker system. Really stays pretty much weak, and a weak system moving into Texas there as it moves more west northwest. Here's the GFDL 12Z. Again, kind of get itself together in the northwest Caribbean here, moves across the Yucatan and then up into the northern Gulf Coast, basically as a borderline tropical storm, Cat 1 hurricane. Not really that strong on the intensity, and you'll be seeing the trend here. I mean, most of the intensity models do not bring this, actually none of them right now bring this system to a hurricane in the Gulf. So, and I'll show you reasons why that's probably going to happen with the shear forecast. I'll kind of show you the different scenarios there in a minute. The Euro model, 12Z, showing you development here. Wait a second here with the loop. Showing development here right along. Kind of develops it right over the Yucatan, more of that west-northwest track into southern Texas as a tropical storm. Again, how it's going to go, basically how I believe it's going to go. If this thing stays pretty weak the next 24 to 48 hours, it's going to take more of a west-northwest track, move over the Yucatan, not develop too quickly, and then just continue on that west-northwest track as a pretty weak system, and then maybe into northern Mexico or southern Texas. If the system could really ramp up, get real strong the next 24 to 48 hours, maybe take more of a northerly track and just clip the Yucatan and then into the Gulf of Mexico. Another thing that may happen is if this thing slows enough, steering currents may get a little weak. If it sits around towards the middle of the week next week and this trough doesn't take it, it could kind of slow down as well. That's another scenario out there. But right now this west-northwest track is a little more favored than that northward turn. But again, it's really going to depend on how strong the system gets the next 24 to 48 hours. Wanted to show you the GFS shear map for Monday. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. See, this is the GFS. It has a lot more stronger shear in the northern Gulf Coast. So as the system kind of comes up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going to be running into this stronger shear up here. The upper level high that you see over our system now is kind of going to move more in that west-northwest fashion, right this way as this system moves more northward. So it could get into that higher shear area. The Euro model actually even has stronger shear in the northern Gulf. So, with this higher shear area, unless the shear forecast changes, I really don't see a major hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico at this time, which is good news. And again, if it stays weaker, it may not even get close to the Gulf. It may just come west-northwest, Yucatan, Bay of Campeche into northern Mexico. That's very possible as well. And again, looking at the latest shear map, you see the upper level high right over our invest, basically. You see that stronger area of shear just to the north here, 40, 30 knots. This is destructive for hurricanes, for any tropical system. The forecast is for this upper high to move kind of in this fashion, and then our storm to kind of move into this fashion. So if the upper high moves this way, our storm moves this way, it's going to run into higher shear in the northern Gulf of Mexico. So that's one of the reasons why I really don't see this system getting too strong in the Gulf at this point if it does make it northward. Again, things could change. We're talking about 3, 4, 5 days out, but that's the scenario right now. So the main thing to look at going into tonight is how strong does this system get in the next 24 to 48 hours? Does it get strong enough where it could be pulled a little farther north and the shear gets out of here and it strengthens a little stronger, or does it stay pretty weak, interacts with the Yucatan, and doesn't really get that strong? Again, couple of scenarios that are out there right now. Right now, I'd probably drop my chances of a hurricane in the Gulf down to about 10%, kind of just seeing how the shear maps are looking and the overall development of this system. But possibilities still out there. Just got to keep an eye on this. No worries right now. Things are looking a little better for the Gulf of Mexico at this point. Just got to keep watching it and be prepared. Everyone have a nice night, and we'll have another update tomorrow evening. Have a good night.